I'm Mark Handley from Building Our Skills, and my role is Partnerships Manager.
Mark, where did the initiative come from?
So I speak in schools on a regular basis to students to give them an introduction to fenestration. Um, Earlier this year, I started inviting members of the education sector, careers leaders and things like that to the Fit Show. I got 22 that, initially said, yes, that's great, and 4 turned up on the day. The issues were it was regional. And obviously Birmingham is out of the regions that I was working in, South Yorkshire and the Manchester combined area. But then I had the careers leaders and head teachers saying, can you do something like that in our school hall, in our sports hall, whatever it may be? And I sort of started ticking. Manchester's got 204 schools and 36 colleges. So that would be one a week for 5 years, and that would just cover one area. So the idea was born from conversations around the Fit Show and with the teachers, and thought, let's do this as a regional event. So I spoke to Chris, and in turn we spoke with John Ogilvie and Mick Clayton, and that's where the idea came from, and that's why we're here today.
So you're starting with 2 events.
Yes. So the 2 events, we start in South Yorkshire. One, obviously, it's where I'm from. I live in Barnsley. So when we started speaking in schools, it was more local schools to me, because I knew of the schools, but I also knew companies local to the area, and then we also had a connection in Manchester with their education authority, and I also, again, know a few companies in Manchester, so that's why we looked at those regions.
So, and sort of being here, obviously being involved in the meetings, I'm seeing firsthand how many people are really involved in supporting this.
Yeah, it's great. So Building Our Skills is run by the backing of supporters. I'm out there delivering the awareness of fenestration on behalf of the industry. I've got the companies that support what we're doing, in so much as inspiration days, opening up their doors for me to take students in. They'll join me in a school visit and things like that. And that's why we're here today. It's for the industry, and our supporters that join us in our meetings, are all behind what we're doing, because they appreciate there's an ageing workforce out there, and targeting that education and bringing apprenticeship into the industry is the right route to go.
So obviously this is the first of its kind in terms of events like this.
Yeah.
What's the plan? Are you thinking success, move on to other areas?
Yes, so with the first 2 events, it's in National Careers Week in March next year, and the 2 pilot events that, following today's meeting, we can see the success growing. So if we hit the sweet spot and get the numbers through the door that we're hoping to target 1,000 students over the 2 days, if it is a success and we achieve that, then we can roll it out further in the year, and we're already targeting West Yorkshire and West Midlands for the next 2 events.
Right.
If it is a continued success, then it will become something that we do annually, and to more areas, and maybe a couple more throughout the year. But we appreciate, supporters giving up their time. It can't be something that's too regular throughout the year, but 4 or 5 events each year is probably enough.
I mean, yeah, from a company point of view, all the companies we're talking to, and all the ones that are here today, are all looking for youth, bringing them in into their companies. They can see there's a problem and they want to fix it.
Yeah.
So for anyone that's sort of watching this and thinking they want to be involved, what do they need to do?
They need to either find me on LinkedIn or go to Building Our Skills website and drop me an email. I'm happy to speak to anybody that wants to be involved and be part of our journey. What I'm doing is for the industry, and I can't do it without the help and the support of the industry. So the more the merrier.
And there's no cost for exhibitors. There's
no. So being involved with Building Our Skills as a whole, there's no cost at all to become a supporter, stroke partner. It's just giving up a bit of time. Maybe join our advisory panel once a month for a bit of input. Like I said, speak in schools, open your facilities to bring a few students in. And the events, Building Our Skills are going to stand the cost of the events. Again, we don't want cost to become a stumbling block and to stop companies supporting what we're doing, nor do we want it to stop students attending.
So you've got industry support already, but you've also got education support?
Yeah, so we've got support from the education sector and DWP, so they're promoting it to the students, 14 plus. Manchester, it's going to go to 140,000 students.
Wow.
Within Manchester, in the Greater Manchester area. So that's a success. It'd be great if we could get a fraction of that through the door, but obviously we have limited space. So before the event, we're promoting it to the DWP and the education. The likes of what your help and support with these today, so the students can give them a glimpse of what they may be seeing when they come to the event.
Brilliant. Mark, thank you very much for your time. All the best with everything you're doing. It's not an easy job, and a lot of people can see the work you're putting into it and the sleepless nights that are going to go with this. It's only the start, but it seems like you've got a lot of support.
Yeah, I have. The support is fantastic so far, and it's not going to be an easy task. But thank you to the supporters that we've got on board already and the people that are joining us on this journey. Just thanks for your help, and I'm looking forward to what happens in March.
Brilliant. And if you want to be a part of this, find Mark on LinkedIn. That's probably your best bet.
Yeah, LinkedIn, or say hello at buildingourskills.co.uk.